Today, I'm going to be reacting to Ryan Serhant, a $1 billion agent's guide to structuring their day. Stay to the very end because I'm going to share with you my ideal weekly schedule that has produced amazing results for me and all of my agents. Hi, I'm McLean, and over the last 15 years, I've sold over $1 billion in sales in 5,000 homes in a marketplace that's not in New York. It's not $1 million sales, but it's just like you in your marketplace. And today I'm going to be reacting to Ryan Serhant. You guys know him from Bravo's TV's $1 Million Listing. But let's take a look at this video because this video has had like millions and millions of views, and see what a $1 billion agent's routine is really like. That's Ryan getting up for the day.
All right, it is. What time is it? 4:23.
4:23. So
I start my mornings early. Early bird catches the worm. I really, really believe in that. A big part for me in starting my day and a key to success is my day starts the night before. Okay. So last night I prepped for today. Now I wake up super early, I'm super tired, but I know exactly what I have to do today. I'm ready. I send out some emails so that when other people wake up, they're like, oh man, Ryan's already on top of it. He beat me to it.
This is good stuff here.
Time to go. Now I get ready to go to the gym and I try not to fall asleep.
Okay, so he gets up early. That's accurate. Okay, top producers around the country get up early. I normally get up around 5:36. He gets up at 4:30. New York's a little bit earlier. He's getting up to go to the gym. That's important. I want you guys to pick up on something. He did say he sends out emails. So the first thing he does in the morning is he sends out emails. Now it's possible starting the night before, he's sending out follow-up emails and proactive emails to his escrow, title, lenders, and clients, or even the agents on schedule. So you can do that on Gmail, or there used to be an app called Boomerang. You could schedule your emails in advance. Pretty smart. I use MailChimp. I send out emails on advance too the night before. Really smart. So now you can go to the gym. Okay, so Ryan getting in the elevator. I don't need to do that in my town.
Puffermonkin is my wife, Amelia, and I love her very much. And she's sleeping like a little baby. Actually, show them what my wife looks like.
Nice.
See, she needs her beauty rest.
Okay, so that's pretty common.
So I live in West Soho, and
people go to the gym.
One of the benefits is that my gym, Dog Pound, is right across the street, which is awesome. And this is Alex, photographer. Hello, good morning. Resident Serhant Media Group photographer. We have
so he has a team that helps him out,
so he's gonna take
documenting his every move. It's pretty nice. We don't have that.
Nope. All right, let's do it.
But he also knows if he doesn't get his workout in now, he's not going to get it into the day.
Up there. Then he writes whatever kind of spaghetti noodle workouts we're going to do over here.
Okay. Right? Lots of stuff on his working out. Okay. There's going to be some good stuff later, though.
Put you through a quick general warm up, okay, and then we basically go through a whole bunch of body movement. Gym.
Okay. Ryan's talking.
For me, the gym every morning is my anchor. It's that thing that I know every single morning.
No motivation from Ryan.
So early, ungodly early. I do every day. I mean, the rest of the day can be crazy.
Okay.
And everything I'm about to do here, kettlebells, weights, insanity.
A little bit of this is some authority.
Is the hardest thing I have
to
do
is a celebrity.
All day long.
He has to look good.
If I have to negotiate with a billionaire or someone later and they're angry or if they're upset about the real estate deal, I promise you, that's not going to be nearly as hard as whatever deadlift, rubber band, crazy chain.
Okay, so he's saying that the tougher his workout is, the easier his day is. Okay, great motivation.
All right.
I don't disagree.
5 a.m.
It's a good video.
Workout's now over.
He's done.
Now 5:35.
Really most people are sleeping.
Have a quick little post-workout meal. Get ready. Suit on, suit up.
Okay, gotta get his macros in.
You'll be here in like half an hour.
All right, getting ready, getting dressed, looking sharp, dress for success, especially in New York, but anywhere you're at, dressing for success matters.
After the workout, post-workout protein shake.
Gotta get fueled
meal.
Got it.
Get dressed.
Ryan. Trust me, everybody, there's gonna be some good stuff in here about real estate. I'll break it down.
Needs to replenish their body. And by 6:45 a.m., I am showered, teeth brushed, and I'm getting dressed because first impressions are the most important.
He's right.
Otherwise, your first impression is your last impression.
He's right.
7 a.m. before I head out.
Really, let's just pause that for a second. I mean, the longer as my career went on, I got more successful. As I became more successful, I had more sales. I was able to afford better clothes, better health, better treatments, better gyms, personal trainers, and overall my body and my health were better. I looked better. I felt better. My sales actually went up. So I don't know, is it the chicken or the egg there? But first impressions matter a lot. And you're being judged no matter what. Saying good morning. He's already been up for 2 a.m. 2 hours, not 2 a.m., 2 hours. He's gone. Oh, 2 minutes later. I see. He's not gone. Not even close.
Ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go. Affirmations, Serhant.
Dad taught me when I was a little kid.
He's still doing affirmations.
House every day. Put your right foot out. Ready, set, go. Every day is a race. You just don't know what kind of race you're about to run.
He's big on mindset, isn't he?
Right. And I'm all about that mindset. Now we're on our way to the office. 7:05. Boom.
7:30 a.m. I get in the office, typically before anybody else, and I make sure that I do the hardest part of my day first. Get it out of the way. Really important.
Eat the frog. He's eating the frog first, everybody.
Okay. Once that's done, 8:30 a.m., I start my finder hour. I split my day into 3, finder, keeper, doer. I'll explain the other 2 later. But first, your finder hour is that time that you're a CEO of your own business. So I really try to prospect, think about my business as a whole, and go after all the new deals and new clients, specifically during this time, and I don't do anything else. And then about 9 a.m., I go to my first appointment.
Okay. Finder, keeper, doer. Let's break that down. First things first, 8:30 in the morning. He said, this is kind of funny. He said, I try to prospect. No, he's prospecting. He's hunting. He's in the sales business. He's in the client acquisition business. He has leads that he needs to follow up with. He has leads he needs to call, appointments that came in over the night, web leads, appointments, opportunities. And he's probably delegating those to people on his team as he's leaving to his next appointment. But first things first, I do it every morning. I email out. I do tons of emails, especially when it's not appropriate to call. 6:30 and 8:30, I'm sending out thousands of emails. Last year alone, 2022, I sent out 4.4 million emails. So that works.
Appointment of the day. I have about 15 to 20 different appointments a day between buyers, sellers, meetings with developers, and I would never be able to make it to all those appointments all over the city.
15 to 20 appointments in a day. Hey.
10:30 a.m.
I think it's exaggerated.
Keeper hour. And that's when I really strategize on my business and work on specific projects. So today I'm sitting with Shannon and we're going through my new agent manuals, which we give to new Serhant team members. And these look.
Let me break that down for you guys.
11:30.
He's eating lunch.
I have all my
But
food delivered.
it was a meeting about, did you guys catch that? It's a meeting about marketing. So the first thing he does is he emails in the morning. He goes to the gym. He works out. He goes to the office. The next thing he does is he prospects and acquires new clients and touches on opportunities. The third thing he does is he markets. Now he's marketing again. Whatever he did yesterday, the week before, the month before, it's generated business. He's constantly marketing. He's constantly prospecting. He's constantly closing. So that's really important. Now he's eating lunch. Okay, you got to eat. Got that.
So I have
that's
all
not
my meals ready to go, so I don't even have to think about it. And today we have
time's his most valuable resource right now, so he's optimizing for his time. I get it.
12:30. I'm back in the office, and this is when I do my follow-up. Follow-up is a really big thing for me.
Now
I
he's
have 3
following
versions.
up.
I call them my 3 Fs. Follow up, follow through, follow back.
Okay.
Really, really, really important, and I have to be focused for it. So
So
to go
C, get out of the way.
All
All right.
right.
Pretty accurate. This is an ideal schedule for him today. It's pretty accurate. So he's emailed. He went to the gym. He did some prospecting. He did more marketing. And then he went back, ate, and he did some follow-up, right? Because if you do a really good job in the morning of emailing and marketing and calling, chances are more people are not going to answer and more people aren't going to respond in the moment than do in the moment. So when you go back at 12:30, he's actually following up with all the people that are getting back to him, voicemails, emails, or the people that didn't. He's going to try again, right? So many people get a lead and they try once in that day. Ryan, I guarantee he gets a lead. He's following up, like he's trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a day if he has the capacity to do it.
When I do my doer time today, that's when you actually do all the work that you set up for yourself during your finder time and your keeper
So
time.
now he set
today,
appointments in the afternoon. I can't just show you guys my ideal schedule.
I'm gonna go make a property video. Then I have more.
When I show you my ideal schedule, it's going to look similar,
lots of emails,
but more realistic for you guys.
4 p.m. in between showings, you got to promote the book.
How do I fast forward? I actually have that book. He signed 20 of them for
5:30
me.
p.m. doing a YouTube collab with my friend Eric Conover.
More marketing. More marketing. Pick up on the principles.
Okay, good.
Pick up on the principles. He's marketing
9
more.
p.m.
9 o'clock. Wow, what a day. Do you guys want that kind of schedule? Do you really want to work 16 hours a day?
10:30.
Wow, longer.
I have just cleaned up my day.
Right? He's working 16 hours a day. Is that the life you want to live? I'm going to share with you my schedule.
So that's what I just did. I prepped for my entire day tomorrow.
Okay. So let's jump into my schedule, everybody. Right? Because do you really want to work 16 hours a day for the rest of your life, 7 days a week? Yeah, he sold $1 billion in 1 year. That's pretty amazing. $30 million in commissions for 1 year. Maybe I would do that. I don't know. I probably try. But let me go into my ideal schedule. So now I think it's not realistic long-term to do 16 hours a day, but I think it's realistic to do 60 hours a day. And so I'm not only going to show you my ideal schedule for 60-hour work weeks, but I'm going to show you the difference between doing what an average agent does and 60 hours a week. Because if you're willing to work 40 hours a week and you increase your time from 40 to 60 hours, you don't make 30% more money. I'm going to share with you how you really are going to make 10 times as much money. So let's dive into the ideal schedule. My ideal schedule has helped me sell 5,000 homes over my career. So I'm going to share my screen to this one. This is my ideal schedule right here, right now. As you can see, let me go full screen on it. Now, I work 7 days a week, and I'm going to show you why that's really important to your overall success, because real estate doesn't sleep. Real estate doesn't take days off, so you have to be able to own the fact that you are in this industry that doesn't slow down. So on Mondays, I have meetings at 8 to 9, then I have office work, and I have appointments. I always have appointments available to me in the morning because I want to be available for my clients. So this is listing appointments or buyer appointments. Now, if I don't, it's green because that's the color of money. If I don't have an appointment, I'm either prospecting or marketing to get more prospects. Just like Ryan Serhant, I'm going to be prospecting or marketing if I don't have an appointment. Now I do a little bit of office work, have some lunch, and then I go right into prospecting at 1 o'clock. You can see that prospecting at 1 every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm prospecting, and on Saturdays, I'm prospecting. So I'm prospecting 6 days a week. Now, I go into my follow-up, just like Ryan has follow-up. I have mine after my prospecting. And then from there, we have more office work, and then I have appointments in the afternoon, right? And so if I don't have an appointment in the morning, my goal is to market and prospect to have appointments that day. And so if you can consistently do that, I can go on each block is a half hour. I can do 3 listing appointments a day. 3 listing appointments a day. And then I'm always available on Saturdays for appointments and Sundays for appointments. That's when I have an opportunity that I just can't miss. Now, that's a cool thing, but I want to share with you guys one more thing before you go. And that's what would it do for your life if you committed to a 60-hour work week for the next year? What would it do for you if you committed to a 60-hour work week for 10 years? And I'm here to tell you something. It's not a little difference. It's a huge difference. See, I was watching a video with Kobe Bryant the other day, the late Kobe Bryant. And he was talking with Lewis Howes. And Kobe said he always looked at the long term, right? He said the average basketball player is willing to practice 2 hours a week, 2 to 3 hours a week. And he said, if I was willing to work, 3 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, how much better am I going to get over a year? And then how much better am I going to be over 10 years? And that's why Kobe became Kobe Bryant, because he put in the work 1 day at a time and always had that long-term approach. So I'm going to share your screen. I did this spreadsheet this morning just to illustrate what's going on. So if you look closely at this screen, you're going to see the average agent makes 10 phone calls per day. or per week. It sounds low, right? 10 in a week, that's probably average prospecting calls. Now, in a year, they're going to make 520 calls. In 10 years, they're going to make 5,000 calls, right? And if it takes, let's say, 90 calls per closing or 95 calls per closing, they're going to close 54 transactions throughout their career. Let me make this a little bit bigger to show you guys, right? They're going to make 54 closings in a 10-year period. That's 5.4 closings a year. That's about average, everybody. The average agent sells about 8 homes a year, right? That's not very good, or 8 homes a year. The average is about 5. In my marketplace, it's about $41,000 in commissions or $41,000 a year. So you're going to make $410,000 over a 10-year period. You guys, you're not going to retire on that type of money. Now, let's say you took the long-term approach and you commit to the 60-hour ideal schedule and you have 90 calls a week because you're prospecting 6 days a week. You're going to make 4,680 calls that year. This over the 10-year period, you're going to sell 492 homes. That's way more than 54. You're going to make $3.7 million and make $370,000 a year. Now, I want you to understand this. Over a 10-year period, you're going to make $3.7 million a year, and that's on a $500,000 average sales price. So you guys, you have to understand, you need to take the long-term approach. Day by day, week by week, the long-term commitment. If you're just making the average, you're going to get average results. If you're committed to long-term, you're going to make extraordinary exponential amounts of money, and you're not really working that much harder. You're just way more consistent. I guarantee Ryan Serhant in New York has been doing that crazy 16-hour day. He's probably been doing it for a decade, and that's why he has the success. That's why he's on TV. That's why he's on talk shows. That's why he's selling millions of books. But for us in our local marketplaces, we don't want to do that, nor do we have to do that. But if you committed to 60 hours, you are going to be rich. You're going to be a millionaire. You're going to far surpass the average, and you're going to be extraordinary. I know this for a fact because I did it myself. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe so you can see the next video.